We are live. We are on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. We're going to be doing a Magic Connect giveaway today for the previous Magic Connect NFT sale and doing a little Q&A. So welcome, welcome, everybody. Hey, Ernest, good. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a stream, but I'm definitely excited to chat with everybody today, especially doing the giveaway. Hey, Black Iris, good. How about yourself? Hey, everybody. All right, we'll wait a few more minutes and then we'll get started with the Magic Connect giveaway, and then I'll be hanging on stream for a while, going over some of our updates, and then obviously talking more about the NFT Expoverse coming up next week as well, where we'll be showcasing Cryptoblades, Cryptoblades Kingdoms, Bolster, Magic Connect. So very excited about it. Yeah, this is going to be all around. We're going to talk about all the different stuff going on. Hey, Chris, thanks for hopping on. We're going to give it a few more minutes, and then we'll get started with the Magic Connect giveaway and go from there. How's everybody doing this morning, or afternoon, or evening? All right, let's get this wheel spun up here. There it is. All right, let me start with a couple of these questions, and then we'll dig into the giveaway, which is for 20 winners of $50 worth of BNB, one 5-star pure weapon, one 6-star shield, and one 6-star Cryptoblades sword. So this is for those who participated in the Magic Connect NFT sale. After that, we'll go over really any of the questions that you guys have. I could probably spend the whole rest of the remaining time on just giving you guys updates on stuff that you're interested in, talking about the NFT Expoverse and what we'll be doing there and why that's a big deal for us. Obviously, continuing to talk about scale and obviously updates on Bolster and Magic Connect. So I'm going to dig right into the wheel of names. We're going to get started here. Let me just double check if there's anything else to cover from the chat before I get started. Jimmy says he has 2% left on this phone and has to run and get his charger. So we're going to wish Jimmy luck there. All right, cool. Awesome. All right, we're going to get started. So first 20 winners are going to be for $50 worth of BNB. We will make sure that those get sent out by Monday. But let's dig right into it. We will need a BNB address for those who get drawn with their Solana addresses here. So please get back to, if you're watching this live, if you're viewing it after the fact, you can get in touch with Levitate on our Discord, either in the Magic Connect Discord or in the CB Discord for your $50 worth of BNB. And yeah, let us begin. I'll discuss CBK on this stream as well. All right, here we go. First winner. All right, everybody clap, 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 clap. That's actually Levitate in the background. You can hear where it goes like, whoa, like right at the end there. I feel like this could be like a good ASMR stream, just doing it like for an hour straight, just spinning the wheel nonstop. Price of Bitcoin July 29th. Great question. I'm seeing this upward trend continue for a while. Obviously, it goes up and down, but I mean, I think we could still continue up to like 25K by July 29th, which would be awesome for the Expoverse for sure. Everybody will be in high spirits. Hello, Captain Morgan. Yeah, the Neopets wheel, exactly. Yep. I should log into my Neopets account and start playing on stream. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, BTC is it's like it's like the granddaddy. It's like our grandfather. So we have to care, you know, even though he's pretty annoying, he's pretty archaic, uh, you know, but he kind of has everybody's inheritance, right? You know, you got to be on his good side. So that's why we care about BTC for our Twitch viewer there. Any updates on CB? Been gone for a bit? Well, that depends. How long have you been gone for? And I can let you know what's happened since then. And if you say last year, then there's a lot. Oh, we got Kyle in the house. I mean, Serial. Team is trying to create our own sentiment for our coins. That's absolutely right too. We have, and we do attempt to decouple from macro sentiments. That's why we do what we do, and we don't just, you know, sit around. That's why I'm on here with you guys today. But yeah, absolutely. The macro sentiment matters, but it's not everything for sure. We have 13 results so far. 14 results. So we're getting closer to the 6 stars and 5 star and pure 5-star. How do you get your wallet on this wheel? This wheel is wallet addresses from the Magic Connect NFT sales. Thanks, Ernest. It's good to see you here. Good to see everybody else here as well. Okay, 2 to 3 months. We'll want to give Josiah a good 2 to 3 month update. I mean, the biggest one is that we have a free gas chain now for scale where you don't have to pay to play anymore. Obviously, you have to have NFTs, but you don't have to pay gas for any of your transactions, which means things like quests and PvP and battles are all a lot more straightforward. And you can claim the gas from Discord. And we also have a mainnet faucet that's in testing right now that we'll be releasing to everybody. So there's a leak for you, where you'll be able to grab gas directly from a website. So OEC and Hiko are and were minimal gas. Those also weren't as deep of a partnership as it is with Scale. So for example, Scale has also offered us grant funding for rewards and integration, and has a significant amount of resources to help us grow within the Scale ecosystem that wasn't necessarily available to OEC and Hiko. So aside from just and then of course, you know, you don't have to go buy anything, right? That's just another barrier to entry, having to go buy gas for a new player, right? Now they can just go either grab it from the Discord or in the very near future, grab it from a website that Scale was so kind to put together for us. And yeah, so I think that reducing the friction is one of the key things that's going to help us to gain users. All right, this is result number 20. If your wallet is still on the wheel, that means you are now in for, let me just double check everything we have giving away here. All right, we are now on to the 5-star pure weapon. So hopefully somebody claims it. And this is one of my own pure 5 stars, by the way, that I'm giving away there. All right, next one is for a 6-star shield. And the last one, here we go, for a 6-star CryptoBlade. So there you have it. Awesome. So there's the, if you weren't a winner, everybody's a winner. Because everybody can, if you're here, you're earning in CryptoBlades. But if you weren't a winner, thank you anyways. And hopefully this was fun for all the winners that we did have. Oh, I just also found a export of all of the names too. But anyways, we are going to head over to the CryptoBlades site too. Poke around there while we're at it. Especially for those of you who haven't been around for a while. Real question is, yeah, we will eventually stop minting Gen 1s. That is absolutely correct. Let's see. I'm actually going to hop over to Scale. How does the chain make money if they don't charge fees for gas? So Scale is it's a layer 2 rollup for Ethereum. They obviously have their own funding. They've been around since I think around 2018. They've been building their product for quite some time now, and just this year released essentially their mainnet version 2.0. So they're investing heavily in gaining traction for new projects and users who are utilizing their ecosystem. Obviously, there's a lot of other things that they have on their ecosystem. They also, I believe, have a sales pipeline for other projects to create their own side chains, similar to what Avalanche has with their subnets or Binance application sidechain. You can obviously read more about it at, so Scale Labs is the company who runs it, but this is kind of one of their methods for saying, look, we're gonna be able to cover the cost of our rollups, and then obviously the intention there is to gain traction as one of the most utilized layer 2s, which I think they will do because their team is absolutely exceptional from a technical standpoint, from a business development standpoint, and a support standpoint. Coming from our viewpoint, where they're as a project integrating onto their side chain, the timeliness, responsiveness, and communication, as well as even just the marketing cooperation, right? They've been pushing a ton of players our way. And that's something that is one of the biggest value adds when projects are considering their options for which layer 2 they want to reside in, right? Because traction is key right now. Kind of like the initial Web 2.0 craze or the dot-com bubble back in the early 2000s, where everybody was trying to gain users, we're fighting for users. Monetization was still an afterthought. Monetization, in many cases, still is an afterthought, right? You have the Twitters of the world that are, I don't know that they're even profitable. They probably are, but they weren't for a very, very long time. They're just focusing on creating a product that people wanted to use. And very similar with Scale, where this is a growth stage for them. And obviously, they will need to move into a revenue generation stage in order to sustain that long term, but they are very well funded. They are very well led. Their CEO I spoke with on the Twitter Spaces, I believe it was last week. Very intelligent and leads a really wonderful team. So anyways, that's why we're really all in on Scale, because they've been able to show us and really share their passion for their technology with us, and now we share in that passion for their technology, and it's very mutually beneficial relationship there. So, all right, cool. I've already got some characters here. Oh, sweet. I've also got a 4-star. Not a great battle power on it, but I like it. I'm just excited to forge some more, though. Hey, Fate. Good to see you. Hey, Jawa. No, we are not paying rent in the form of skill tokens. We were given a grant because of our traction in this space. As I mentioned, users are sort of gold in blockchain right now. So being one of the top 10 blockchain games in the world by daily active users was a really large incentive for us to, or really a very large incentive for us to sort of be able to offer them. And you guys definitely came through, right? And we put a ton of time and effort from all of our teams, everything from development to marketing to operations, to make sure that the unveiling of Scale and that the initial bridging and the soft launch and the full launch, and now we're still continuing to move and integrate more of our technology into the ecosystem and onto our chain, which it very much is, right? It's a chain as a service, right? But we manage it. We can set up all the different variables, et cetera. And when you look at the chain ID, right, that's ours. So anyways, we don't pay to rent it. We were granted it, which was normally an extremely expensive and valuable asset that they've given us in order to bring people into their ecosystem. So. Do you have a calendar of when the King tokens get released and how many are left, or is that kind of secret? No, that's definitely not secret. I mean, for one, you can look at the BSC scan and see where the tokens reside. And the vesting schedule is still public, part of the white paper, et cetera. So I'm gonna head over to the blacksmith, by the way, see if I can get myself a 5-star. Don't have a whole lot of skill, but maybe I'll bridge some in. Can I do, oh, yeah, okay, I should be able to do that. I have a little bit of IGO. We'll go random. Yeah, we're gonna accumulate for a scale saver. What, do I not have enough? 0.29907. Oh yeah, okay, got it. That's my total amount. Got it. Captain Morgan, good question. Maybe Levitate or somebody else will have the exact link for the transaction denied. For real? No, it wasn't. That's funny. So I think this is what I got. Oh no, it wasn't. Where is it? I'm pretty sure I was deducted. Forging, forging, forging. Keep those blades forging. There it is. The dwarves have forged my weapons. 84,000 Cryptoblades on scale. I love it. When can you move your shield to storage? We do have an open ticket on that for enabling the shield withdrawals, so stay tuned. You're not forgotten. It's not lost whatsoever. So any updates on BSC layer 2? Well, we've spoken with the finance application sidechain team. As I've said, we're not necessarily, because we're one of the biggest names in the space, it's honestly more beneficial to them than it is to us in order to move on there. And so far, there hasn't been interest from them to onboard us into their application side chain with any sort of incentive model or grant funding or anything like that. But once they decide they want to move forward with that, obviously that would be an option. So you can stay tuned. We would certainly be open to discussing it with them, but Scale is providing us with a significant amount of resources to be able to integrate with them and are working very closely with us. They're speaking with us pretty much every day at this point. So, I'm much more inclined to work with people who are working with us. All right, we got a unique, a little bit better. When will the double experience end? Good question. We will need to discuss it as a team. We did have some discussions about kind of it has a part to do with how effective it is in onboarding new users into the platform. People who moved in early, they got the most benefit because they got the most double experience time. However, we want to make sure that people who are a little bit behind or haven't heard about it but are interested in Scale still have the opportunity to gain at least a little bit of the benefits. So we're going to take a look at the velocity of NFTs moving into the ecosystem, and then we'll announce it before we end it. But that's sort of the methodology there, I guess you could say. Oh, we got a 9 roll. Spectral Defender, classic. Partner tokens on Poly. I so we our chief of sales, Aaron, has been doing a full overview of all of our partnerships, including Knighthood partners that are in progress. I believe that some of the calls that he's had are in Poly, as far as those who have gotten back to us that have expressed interest in one of the Knighthood packages. So Poly very well could have another one coming um, in the near future. Now that the market is starting to pick up, we're starting to get a lot more interest in people spending marketing money. A lot of people were sort of just waiting and holding until things were better from a market condition standpoint, right? That people would actually want to sort of invest um, in marketing. When the market's down, they typically just wait until it starts to return. But things have been looking fairly up lately. So yeah, um, you can expect that. How are our Knighthood partners going through this crypto winter? Are all of them still alive? So the Knighthood partners that we've been in contact with, everybody who is a Knighthood partner, we lend our support to in a variety of ways, whether that's continued co-marketing or continued integration of our services. A lot of them are still much like us, just struggling in token price, but continuing to build. And that being said, when this next bull run happens, it's kind of like a reset. Projects that maybe didn't have very much traction or very much institutional backing even essentially get another chance, right? They're ones that survived. They typically are looked at with uh, a lot more trust than projects that are newly coming into the market as of the bull run, right? Because anybody can launch a project in a bull run, but the projects that survive the bear market tend to get the institutional backing. And so that's why we're looking to support all of these projects as well, because we can rise with the tides, right? If we're bringing up and adding value to our variety of Knighthood program partners, and even right making multi-farms available again, continuing to push users their way, et cetera. There's a lot of benefits for all of us to just continue assisting them. But so far, from what I've seen, the majority of them are still running. They're still building, coming out with new features, et cetera. So yeah, if any of them in particular are ones that you want to see more, for example, on a live stream or an interview or something like that, definitely let me know. But yeah, that's a little bit more about how we're doing there. Ooh, I wish I saved some stamina. That's okay. I can at least request some quests. Maybe I can pass in some of my blades I just crafted. Oh yeah, I'll get some junk. Oh, I need two 1 stars. I have those. I'll skip the raid though, because I don't have any stamina. Where's my niner? There it is. We'll do that one. We'll do that one. Yeah, we actually do have a grant on Kava that we there's two pieces to it. So there's the 65% refund of the fees, and then there's also a GameFi program that they're going to be launching in the near future, where we can again test the waters, right? Like they've already expressed interest by deploying to their test net. We were part of their Pioneer program, which is a grant program. So it's something that is still certainly on our radar. We're just putting it a little bit on hold, for one, while we're focusing entirely on scale, and for two, while we wait for their GameFi program to open up. But when they do, that's going to be another chain that we continue to, again, when it comes to smart chains, different things appeal to different people. When we go to a new chain, we also gain new users. And with these different incentive programs, part of my hope is that we can actually have some characters on one chain, some characters on another chain, and from there we can be getting as much benefit working together as a community to reach different daily active or monthly active user numbers, etc. So that's something that oh hey, let's complete it. And then if I get a quest that requires 2-star junk, I'm totally set. But I will skip this one. I think my best gear resides on BNB chain, and yeah, I'm happy to hop over there in a little bit. Yeah, good strategy. Oh, I got two 2-stars. All right, all right. Oh, I need submit 150 stamina. Yeah, well. All right. I don't have any 1-star junks. So I'll just skip it. Any knighthood program partners on scale? Good question. That is certainly the intention, because it's just a large incentive for us to be bringing in projects there who also want to take part in the free gas chain. So oh no, I don't have any stamina, so I'm still a peasant. But made your first night today. Awesome. DTZ, love the enthusiasm. Like I said, when the bull run starts, the projects that have survived the bear market are the first to fly, for sure. Yeah, so this is I have them across a couple chains now, but that being said, these are some of my best ones. Obviously, this is my best one, but I still have to upgrade it. I haven't even done all of my 4Bs and 5Bs. CBK may not even be on BSC chain at all. We're actually doing the testing on the scale testnet for it. So because we more readily available have the gas, etc. So yeah, it doesn't really make sense aside from being able to raise funds to run on BSC when there's cheaper options out there, and all you really need is a smart chain. And with bridging where it's at right now, really anybody can launch anywhere. So I like the fearful quick blade. Quick blade just has a nice ring to it when you factor in that it's also a pure lightning. Good question. There might be one other blade that goes above 400. If we were to show it, this has a level associated with it, and it's level like 88 or something, which means that it was reforged 88 times in the classic game, in the first version of reforging. There were some other swords that were reforged as well, but I don't know if they got over 400. Because this was obviously like a very, very, very good blade. I mean, it was the 16, we've had over 5 million blades crafted. This was number 1626. And so it rolled really, really good stats before even factoring in the reforges. So, and of course, it's almost pure. Yeah. So pretty cool. How about shields? Yeah, what shields do I have? Oh yeah, this one's good. I don't have any matching, but it's still some good rolls here. DX modes, yeah, it would be the same process there. Dust. Yeah, just seeing if I have any more dust to throw into my blade. This one's actually probably a good one for me to burn into this guy. Yes, I'm definitely ready for a PvP tournament on scale. $900, $907. Yeah, I can probably. I'm gonna buff this guy. How long will it take to deploy all our products to scale, Bazaar, Launchpad, merch, etc.? I don't know that we have a specific timeline for it because it's kind of, we're doing it piecemeal so that we can be monitoring every one of our products that's out there already and making sure that everything is running smoothly. We still need to push those ones out to testnet and then we can push them out to mainnet. But when we have some specific timelines and dates, I'll make sure that's posted over to you guys. Love this interface, by the way. The more users and scale, the more rewards we can get. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep. They want to see activity. They want to see users coming in, being active. So definitely. Sure, we can. Yeah, I have heard that, and I believe we passed that feedback on to Scale. But like I said, they're very responsive. We can certainly see what we need to do in order to make the RPC a little bit more responsive for you guys. You're using a VPN to have better loading. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, obviously that wouldn't be the long-term solution, but it's good to know. A little bit much on the police lights, I think. Wee wee wee. right. So cool. So that's Scale and B&B for you. So what we're going to be doing at the Expoverse, so we're showing off the all of our products, including CBK, and we also have so we have Bolster and Magic Connect that we're going to be kind of unveiling to people, where those who are part of our community obviously already know about those, but there's certainly a lot of interesting developments on Bolster with respect to brand ambassadors that we've had signed recently, and that we're also in the process of signing. We're also working with some really some of the most influential players in the crypto space in order to assist with all different kinds of things like fundraising for the project, since it's its own standalone project, and we want it to be as successful as possible in our initial target market of Southeast Asia. But additionally, these partners are going to be helping us to have Bolster reach many different geographies. And a big part of Bolster, and the reason why it really came about to begin with, was imagine kind of the scenario where we create this platform that is really bringing benefits to any of the content creators on there who want to participate, and with that, they're going to be gaining subscriptions. They're also going to be on a platform that we're developing, that we have contact with them, right? It's kind of like, hey, not only do we want to offer this platform for content creators who can just post content to earn Bolster tokens, but also we have access to them through not only the brand ambassadorship, but we can be reaching out to them for covering Cryptoblades or CBK or Magic Connect, as far as those influencers who work with GameFi projects, which, for example, Myrtle Sorosa and Eric Tai, both are very much into play to earn gaming right now. Joros Gamboa is very much into play to earn gaming right now. So there's a significant overlap with the brand ambassadors that we've signed. And the idea is we can bring in these brand ambassadors that have millions of followers, and that not only they would reach other people who want to subscribe to them and who want to come onto the Bolster platform in order to see content, but additionally, they're going to show other content creators that they can be earning monthly by posting content to the platform. And so that's another way for us to sort of gain traction. But really, just wanted to take an opportunity to show you guys, like, all right, we created an influencer platform because we needed one for managing influencers on for our own products. And this has now become gained a significant amount of traction. It's gained a significant amount of interest from some of the biggest influencers in our space, and because of that, it's sort of branching off into its own product line now. And that's kind of like the whole name of the game when it comes to any company that's trying to be successful in any industry. Is obviously we want to maintain our place as one of the top blockchain games in the world, and in order to do that, we can be accelerating that growth through additional product developments. So yeah, so for those of you that haven't seen it yet, and of course, definitely join this event for $1,000 worth of BNB and Cryptoblades 5-star weapon NFTs. Again, we're just trying to push as many people towards Bolster as possible, especially before the NFT Expoverse, because what we present to them is going to be sort of a current state of the community. It's going to be a current state of our partnerships. We signed an agreement with a major NFT marketplace to be selling NFTs for Bolster, which, again, the intention there is getting in front of the users of these NFT marketplaces, being able to sell these high quality and highly sought after NFTs for these influencers that have millions of followers, and be able to promote Bolster as a result of that. And then the way that also comes back to Cryptoblades outside of just being able to manage all of these influencers and have them all in one place under our very own platform. But we're going to be hosting the Bolster token launch on Ascension Pad, which means people who want to participate in it can purchase skill tokens in order to participate in the Bolster Launchpad. And those who are just players of CryptoBlades who are storing up their unclaimed earnings can also qualify to purchase those public launch tokens, which our strategy is much like with any Launchpad, to launch the token and then have a significant increase in visibility on launch day through having, not just these crypto influencers that have 10,000 or 20,000 subscribers, but we're upwards of 25 million total followers of our brand ambassadors, all of which are going to be promoting the token launch and promoting Ascension Pad. So that's kind of how it all comes together. And that's a little bit, I've been told, challenging for some people to see the connection between Bolster and CryptoBlades and Ascension Pad. So I'm going to be continuing to make some time to stream with you guys and talk about what we're doing, creating infographics and things like that in order to show and illustrate what the strategy is instead of just having me talk about that. But all right, I'll pause here. We have a couple things. All right, so could you tell us more about the NFT Expo? What's your game plan? What are you expecting from this event? So the NFT Expoverse is going to be one of the most attended expos in the NFT and blockchain space in the United States this year. And there's tons of different, it's very much like a B2B or a business to business event where we're going to be meeting with tons and tons of different project owners, venture capital funds, marketing and influencers, technology partners, and we're actually gold sponsors of the event. So what that means is Riveted Games and our products are going to be all over the event to thousands of different attendees from all over the industry. And on top of that, we have one of the biggest booths right front and center of, because we basically got first pick of the event. So we have a 20 by 20 booth. And yeah, there's just a ton that is, there's a ton of potential there. Specifically, I'm also going to be speaking at the event on Saturday for a GameFi panel where I'm going to be meeting with other, I think there's 4 or 5 other, there's specifically 4 other participants who are from different GameFi projects, some of which are live, some of which are in development. There's even a representative from Alien Worlds, which, as you guys know, is kind of one of the OGs of the GameFi space. And so I'll be on this panel. I'll be moderating it actually, and we'll be just talking about some of these really big topics in GameFi, play to earn. Everything from tokenomics to sort of the general sentiment around GameFi. So yeah, there's a lot of potential for just getting on people's radar there, because believe it or not, like even though we sort of have been at the top end of blockchain gaming for a long time, not a lot of people know what CryptoBlades is all about. Not a lot of people know what Riveted Games is all about. And so it'll be an opportunity to reach people in a different format that way. We're also going to be meeting with different funding partners, with different value add partners, with different influencers. We're going to be collecting all different kinds of leads while we're there and talking with people who want to learn more about what we're doing in the space. And yeah, that's everything we have there. And yeah, if you haven't seen Bolster in a while, here's some more information on our brand ambassadors. So you can see them announcing and talking about Bolster as well. So certainly check this out. Our brand ambassadors are all in on Bolster. They want to see it successful. We'll have to see which ones that is. We'll have to fix that. But yeah, very, very excited for Bolster in particular as well. And yeah, I'm very excited for next week. I think it's going to be a really big event for really all of our products, but as a whole, what we're trying to do is show, look, Riveted Games is also more than Cryptoblades, right? Like if you thought Cryptoblades was a big deal, look at everything that we're doing in order to be at the forefront of every aspect of blockchain software and the blockchain environment. And Bolster is just one product that we're creating that doesn't exist in this space yet and offers a specific need for people who want to be monetizing their brands, but are interested in crypto but can't do it with crypto because none of the existing Web2 platforms support crypto, and then B, not have to give up upwards of 80% of their margins to platform fees for when they actually are offering these tiered subscriptions and things like that. And for those of you who kind of don't really know like what Bolster is all about, like a good example is something like Patreon from Web 2.0, where people can create their own here, actually, I'll do a little shout out to one of my favorites, who I actually am a patron of as well. But so Comics Explained, for example, this is a YouTube channel. So he's not even an influencer, he's a content creator. And you can actually subscribe to his Patreon group and get various different benefits for subscribing. And whether that's $2 per month, you get access to the Discord. Every one of these tiers has more and more sort of perks to it. And this is exactly the same kind of thing that our brand ambassadors are going to have too. There's even merch and things like that, which is exactly why the fees on these platforms are really killing these content creators. So merch is something that is one of the key elements of these types of platforms. And when you think about the margins on merch, which are typically only, let's say, 30% profit, if that, if you're paying 20% in your platform fees, then you're taking upwards of 80% of their margins. And so that's why we've been able to get so many of these brand ambassadors to sign on and say, look, this is a content creator first platform. We don't have all the same issues as sort of these more archaic kind of Web 2.0 platforms. So when all your products go mainstream and hit massive success, please don't forget about CB. CB is the core of all of this, right? Like all of this funnels into CB. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. And what I think that is the general sentiment that that has been expressed by people, is not seeing how these projects actually help CB. So, for example, even from the standpoint of a company, right? The more products you have, the more verticals you have. Some of them do well at times, some of them do poorly at times. We're spreading out and increasing the different areas that we can have success. We hope to have success in all of them. And on top of that, by doing token launches and things like that on a platform that specifically requires skill token and specifically requires people to play Cryptoblades in order to participate, that's how we can be helping the Cryptoblades environment with the launch of all of these projects. Additionally, as I mentioned, this is something that we wanted for a very long time in order to have access to influencers and KOLs in the GameFi space. Obviously, we're going to have many influencers from all over the place, right? We have music artists, we have celebrities, we have actors, actresses, mixed martial artists, right? We have all different kinds of people who are on the Bolster platform. But it's specifically beneficial to us to have access to these influencers on the play to earn side too. So diversifying, yeah, exactly. That's it. It's when they hit mainstream, it will inevitably help CB because one of the key things that people don't understand with play to earn is that the only way to make it sustainable is through revenue. And if we're generating revenue in multiple different areas, then we're continuing to pay out. What you guys are receiving right now are dividends, essentially. You guys get dividends when we're able to drive revenue to the platform, right? And we distribute those on a monthly basis to you. And no other project does that. Every other project just has a purely inflationary model, purely inflationary. And ours is completely dividend based. And so, yeah, it means that we can't always compete with a project that's only going to be alive for a month because everything is completely inflationary. But is that really what we want? Do we want all of your NFTs to become completely valueless because we no longer are able to pay out inflationary rewards? No, instead what we're doing is generating revenue and continuing to generate revenue. And even in a time where we're in a bear market and things are challenging, we still have dividends to pay out to you guys. And it goes up and down with the revenue, but that's exactly what our company is trying to do, is build up more revenue streams that are going to be funneling into rewards so that we can continue to expand in that fashion along with our community. So, those of you who are, sticking around in this bear market are going to come out of it with, all of your higher level NFTs, which get a bit broader share of the dividends that are paid out every month. So, again, just really trying to pull it all together for you guys who maybe aren't 100% clear on the overall strategy of why are we doing different games, et cetera. Like Cryptoblades is not our first game, right? We've done tons of games, and it's our most successful game, but we've been making games for a long time. And we're going to continue making games. And this is just, again, overall part of the strategy of the company too. Is there an FAQ that's easy to understand, Bolster? I heard a lot of it, but I don't understand it. Well, certainly you could start with the website, and then let me just double check if there is some sort of FAQ. If not, we could probably add one on here, just what is it? If the information on here isn't clear, I would love to, have your feedback. Feel free to send it in the lounge. We're always there collecting feedback, et cetera. But we also have the pitch deck, which you can see all of the different information about the project, about the raise. All the different images that you see in here are celebrities that we've actually signed. So you can see a little bit more in detail, like exactly what our strategy is and what the platform is. And then, of course, you can sign up to be part of the Bolster Bowls, which is go over to the Bolster Twitter account, and there's always information there about how you can join, which will give you guys some exclusive access to the platform, et cetera. But yeah, this is probably another really great place to check it out. We also have a demo video that's out too. If it's not on the website, I think you can certainly add it. And then, of course, there's the TG, et cetera. So I got another minute or so here if anyone has any other specific questions. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the stream for today, and I'll get back to working hard for you guys. But let's see. I hope minting of Gen 1s ends soon is driving the NFT prices low. Yeah, certainly. It's definitely dependent on the market conditions. Things seem to be really turning back up since hitting all-time lows across the board. So stay tuned for that for sure. Yes, the IGO was removed yesterday, I believe. What about speeding up scale chain for CB creation on every action? That was mentioned that some people are still having issues, especially those in the Philippines. We're going to talk with Scale about getting some RPCs available for you guys. All right, thanks, Jawa, and thanks, everybody. Obviously, I'll be in the lounge, too, if you have anything else that you wanted to ask but maybe didn't get a chance to. Congratulations to all the winners of the Magic Connect NFTs. And other than that, we will certainly be meeting with you guys again soon, and you'll be able to hear from me next week as well as on my panel on Saturday. So we'll send you guys more information about that. But other than that, great to see you.